you run something like a middle level hotel, so then it becomes something like a batch production where the variety is large, numbers are not huge, but you try to produce it to meet out to the customer requirement. So those things are called as batch production. When the variety is large and the volume is too low, for example, take your own house. So they we fall under job shop production. And where the variety is too large and the volume is too low, exclusively maybe during marriages what you prepare. So those things are done here. These are all now available. Depending upon the production volume and depending upon the variety, you decide where do you fall and then you plan your industry accordingly. But today, all these things are getting shifted. What we are trying to talk about is something called as mass customization, where the variety is very large and the volumes are also very large. We are talking about a concept called as mass customization. See, when you try to buy a shoe, you go to a Bata shop and then you try to measure your shoe size. If let us assume you are fortunate, you fall a size between 7 and 8. So now the Bata shoe shop fellow will say, sir, you can either wear a 7 size shoe or wear a 8 size shoe. When you wear a 8 size shoe, the shoe is loose. When you wear a 7 size shoe, it is very tight. But friends, for which you have paid money. So now I pay money, but I don't get a product which is customized exclusively for me. That's what is the customization what we talk about. And interestingly, when you are trying to buy a shoe also, we try to measure the length of the shoe. The length of your foot we measure. But unfortunately, the shoe, what you wear, is decided by the mouth through which your leg enters. So when you look at the mouth depends on the width and the length of your foot. We never measure the width of your foot. We always measure only the length of your foot. Now you see there is not much of customization. You have paid money. Assume that you have bought a Nike shoe, green color shoe, 5,000 rupees. The same size, your friend has also bought green shoe, 5,000 rupees, Nike shoe. So now you both are going for a temple. You park your shoes outside, and when you come back, the new shoes, you will not be able to distinguish which is your shoe, which is your friend's shoe, for which you paid 5,000 rupees. So that is called as mass customization. So today the scenario is going to be, we will talk about products which are similar but not the same. Today you get products which are same, but what tomorrow you will try to get is you will try to get products which are similar. There is a difference between same and similar. Okay. So once you start getting into mass customization, so then what happens is you are trying to have a batch size of one. When you start thinking of having a batch size of one, so then you should realize batch size of one, then you should realize what should be the machine, what should be the machining process, what should be the tooling, what should be the quality check, what should be the packaging style, what is the logistic control I have. Look at it, completely it changes. What was batch size for 1,000 and what is a batch size for one makes a paradigm shift, huge paradigm shift. When you look at this mass production, so it is always kept economy of scale, and we optimize the setup and then we start producing things. When we talk about mass customization, you typically take a craftsman. A craftsman tries to produce a product depending upon the customer. When he comes and says, I need a product of this, can you produce it? For example, Ganesh Chaturthi, you go to an artisan and say, get me a Ganesh of this proportionality. So if you want to shorten your product's development cycle time and reduced short